Hello and welcome to the live trading room recap for Wednesday, October the 28th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get in. I'm live on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's take a look at, I'm going to go over three trades today, and let's bring in a chart window first. Now, the AI channel has still some issues, and one of the issues was that there were, and you don't see it now because it's been kind of fixed, but we had way too many alerts that happened just as the market opened. So, obviously it can get very confusing. Well, what are you going to take? Now, it's been fixed since then, and I keep telling people this is still a sort of what I would call alpha stage um, release. It's not even what I would call beta, but I mean, it's still, overall it is still working very well, but you have to worry, you have to watch obviously if you start getting 10 alerts in the first second, how can you even look at them? So these sort of things have to be fixed. What I think ultimately will happen is, again, we'll get back to the way it used to be, that we wouldn't get an alert probably for at least 15 minutes before the market or after the market opens. It's just too frantic in the first 15 minutes. However, let's see what I did do on this. And this is something that I think you should be probably watching. I'm going to view all the trades. Just one second, okay? Forgot to turn off my notifier. Okay, so what I was going to say is that one of the things I've been noticing since we've had the channel live is that if you get a ticker, a symbol that triggers in multiple strategies, at least two, obviously, probably worthwhile taking a look at it. So now, this, you have to trust me in this. VLO actually triggered on another strategy earlier, but I guess since they rectified the situation where too many things were happening at the beginning, I don't see it right now. But VLO did trigger in another strategy. I can't remember. I think it was. No, I can't really remember the one. It was another a long strategy though. And so when I saw that, even though there were a lot of things happening, I decided to zero in on VLO. And the actual alert, and I can tell right now that this one, the entry price is 64.05. And obviously things have happened since the open and have changed in this window because again, the first alert that I saw would have been around $63, okay? And so I got into the trade at, let me just expand on this just a little bit. I got into the trade right about here at 63.25 actually. Let's put a horizontal line there. So right around here. So the alert was right around this area on this massive pop-up, and oil was looking good early on in the day. So I took the trade right here at 63.25. I got out some at 63.86 actually. Some more at 64.37. So I made $1 on that. Just almost at the high here. That says 33, but you get the understanding. And then as it was coming back down, exited just before it broke down through 64. So it was a quick trade, very, very quick trade. And I'm really only showing you this because as the AI channel starts getting, I don't want to call it buggy, but I think, and I don't know why this makes a difference, but they're telling me that, that they have been testing on what they call their test server, and they're migrating it to what they call their production server. I guess the production server is what we see, all the alerts and top lists and data points. That's on the production server. And now they're migrating it, the AI channel from the test server to the production server. So there are going to be some quirks, and today definitely there was a quirk because last week we didn't get any alerts until 15 minutes after the market opened, and they stopped before I think with 2 hours left in the market, and that's probably certainly the 15 minutes I would expect to continue. We may get alerts later on in the day, like after 2 o'clock, but I would say that certainly 15 minutes should be delayed because the market just is too frantic. But again, my real point was that once it's all fixed, if you see a symbol alerting in two different strategies, I would probably take a look at that one very closely, okay? And that's why I picked VLO out of all the ones that were being alerted to very quickly. The other one that for me was interesting was C, and the reason is that C was on yesterday's alerts. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the top strategies, the ones that say the top three strategies, if they're producing, and I'm taking those symbols and I'm putting them into a symbol list, and I'm monitoring those symbols the next day just to see if there's any follow through, if there's anything exciting happening on for those symbols. So let me just, I bet I probably have to get the show the pre-market and the post-market so you can see what. So here was yesterday. This is yesterday's activity, okay? And so C was alerted on uh, a short strategy. And so this was in this list, but I noticed that it was moving up right here. So here is today now. Here's today's start. So I noticed that it was moving up, had a bit of a pop, nice little consolidation. These are 50-minute candles. So I actually took the trade, just as I said, probably just for a little scalp. And I got into the trade right about here. Actually, it was at 49.17. And scalped it out 49.41 and 49.30. But really what I'm trying to alert you to is that there's going to be interesting ways I think that we can use the symbols that get alerted to today. We can probably follow them at least for the next day for a short while anyway. And I mean, this one really, I actually I saw this one quite early right around here, and I just didn't get in it. Actually, it was around 31.21, right in this area here, and I thought, geez, this looks pretty good. This was a short from yesterday, but you know, it's popping up today. So that's what I am going to do. I'm going to start following the alerts that we had yesterday. You have to create a symbol list and then attach the symbol list to an alert window. All this is doing is showing new highs and new lows. Nothing fancy, but just showing them for the alerts that we had yesterday. And the only other one that I'm in right now, and it's yeah, probably made a mistake. This is VTL, and you know, if you've been following my videos over the last week or so, I've been suggesting that we take a look at VTL if it pops over 8. Again, just a quick look at the daily, and you can see why. Nice huge void right above here. I'm trying to swing this, and I'm trying to swing this for more than just a dollar. So I'm actually in this at 814. Right, actually, not right there, but right at 814. And maybe I can show it better on a 15-minute chart. So I'm in here and I'm trying to hold on. And, you know, obviously in retrospect, I probably should have got rid of some as it's been trying to get through 9, it just hasn't, but I'm going to hold this. You know, if it goes back down through 8, I'd probably get rid of it, watch it again if it came back up through 8. But right now it is still a swing for me, hoping that it can start to fill that void. But you know, in retrospect, I wish I'd sold some up in this area here, and maybe then I could have added if it does pop down, excuse me, pop down through or drop down in this level here. So that is my swing trade for the day. Now the other one that I noticed, and I noticed it did, yeah, I was looking at EMU. I think I told you about EMU yesterday too. On the daily chart, see why I was looking at it. If it could get through $3, it did. Nice void up here, but it is pulled back. So again, I will look to see if it can challenge $3 again, you know, for the second time. This would be more kind of a bit of a swing trade for me again. I don't, but you know, I don't know if I want to hold a couple of bio swing trades. Just not my nature to do that. But right now, I'm in VTL, still in the money. 814 is my entry, so still in the money, and probably, depending on what it does, we'll hold on to it. I mean, if it crashes down through 8 and continues down, I would probably get rid of it, and again look for it to get up through 8 tomorrow or at some time in the future. But right now, I'm holding on to it. All right, I want to get back to the room. So that's it for today. Again, here is how to get into our room. It's the address on the mic live between 9 and 4 o'clock, and hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.